Welcome to the Level 1 Lounge, where we give our uneducated takes on anything and everything gaming related. Strap in, grab your controllers, because we are back doing what we love. Back to the normal episodes after just a blistering couple weeks of live reactions. But hey, hanging out with the guys here in chat and with the viewers too, checking out some brand new games and some updates on some games that we've been waiting on with bated breath. But we're here now. We're going to talk about it all today on the podcast. So, I am your host for this week, the one, the only, the second Irish Bandit. And as always, I am being joined by Agent Maverick 86 and Ryder
Hey
Pride
guys.
639.
Hello,
Gentlemen, how are we
hello.
doing today? It's good to see everybody again. Man, it's
Yeah,
been a couple weeks.
Well, I mean, you could give Ryder heck for working nights. We would have had
That's true.
this last
yeah,
week.
yeah. It was my turn for the overnight rotation. So
I mean, you got to make that bank, right? You got to
yeah,
that bread's got to come
exactly.
from somewhere.
Precisely. All right, so we are going to jump into it in just a little bit, talk about all the news that came from the past couple weeks of showcases. But we're going to start off a little differently this week than what we do normal weeks because we've got a little bit of news to cover, and that is that Xbox is looking to maybe sell some things. Leadership is currently in active negotiations with several studios across the Xbox portfolio for potential buyouts or spin offs to avoid complete closures. Studios reportedly involved in these discussions include Ninja Theory, Compulsion Games, and Double Fine Productions. Ninja Theory showed off Senua to show off development for potential sale. So, what are we feeling about all this, guys?
I mean, they've been hemorrhaging money, right? They have been for under the circumstances. They're kind of in a really, really weird spot. Um, they they have enough to invest and buy all of these companies, but the thing is, they buy these games and they don't do anything with them. Like, I mean, we got even with they developed Fallout 76, but they haven't developed anything else other than that. I mean, there's so many games that are just wasted potential right now with them. Uh, and obviously, this is coming from the Sony pony and me, maybe a little bit. That's kind of ticked off that they're not doing anything with these franchises. But I'm not the only one that said this. I I do think it was a smart idea to show off Senua to be like, hey, this game could be yours for the low price of $200 million or whatever to actually own the company and keep developing games like this. And Senua, like we can talk about it a little bit briefly. That actually looked like a really good game, and
Well, I
it's
mean,
deep in
look at
development.
Hellblade 2. That
yeah,
was a really
Yeah,
good game.
and this game is deep in development with the way that things were looking. They may have maybe tweaked it a little bit and tried to polish it up a little bit for the showcase. But I mean, it's a shame. I mean, Compulsion Games, South of Midnight was okay. It was fine, but the one thing I liked about it was an original game, which
Mhm.
there really isn't much of them. Speaking about the guy who's buying, Assassin's Creed Black Flag for the I don't know third time, but I mean, I'm still under the circumstances. It's still an original game that I tried that I enjoyed. It was an okay game. It wasn't great, but at the same time, it makes sense that they might be looking to spin this one off and get a little bit of extra money for it. Them reducing the cost of Game Pass, it's not going to hurt them. They're going to be able to take a look at getting Call of Duty sold across the Xbox and PlayStation. They're going to make that money back, no problem, because of Call of Duty. But this isn't really a shocker though either. Unfortunately, some of these places and these developments, they go to Xbox to basically unfortunately die, and it sucks.
yeah.
Yep. Ryder, what about you?
Yeah, man, we're getting right back into the cycle again of
I
layoffs,
know,
layoffs,
right?
layoffs. It's hard. It's really, really, really hard to talk about because again, and you look at these three particular studios, and it really kind of shocks me that these are the ones that are getting targeted. I mean, maybe Double Fine, um, doesn't necessarily surprise me just because they haven't really, at least as far as I can remember, they haven't really released a whole lot of hot selling titles, basically. But for things like Compulsion Games for Ninja Theory is probably the biggest one, not only because of Senua, but like they've been involved in a lot of really good games in the past too. So yeah, it's tough. Like we hate talking about layoffs on this podcast, but it feels like
sucks.
every other episode we have to talk about it in one way or another, because that's obviously that's the news, that's what we're here for. So yeah, it sucks. It really
Well,
sucks.
Yeah, it
well,
really
with
does.
these studios, they're trying to spin them off and sell them, right?
Yeah.
Xbox still on top of that is looking at laying off 1,000 employees.
Yeah, by
Yeah.
the end of this
And
month.
yeah, within like as of right now, as of this recording, 6 days from today's date of this recording. So I mean, the joke in the script. Tune into the Level 1 Lounge to hear us talk about more layoffs.
Yeah.
But like honestly, unfortunately, it's the truth. I mean, and it's just this state of gaming right now. It sucks for these developers.
Yeah.
And yeah, Ninja Theory is definitely the biggest shock in my mind. But I think that there's going to be somebody that's going to be bound to pick them up. And with the
I would hope
changes that
so.
are maybe happening, I don't know. Maybe Sony will make a deal and just be like, "Hey, you know what? We'll buy them."
These things are almost starting to sound like sports transactions. It's like, hey, we'll give you this studio in exchange for a couple of draft picks, and
Yeah, I'll tell you what, we'll take Bungie, and you guys can take Activision and Crash Bandicoot, and we'll take Ninja Theory. Whether
Could
that
you imagine?
happens, yeah.
Maybe that's how studios should start operating, just to liven things up a little bit. Just start trading studios back and forth, and see how that goes.
Pretty much.
The
Yeah.
developers draft is coming up at the end of the season.
Sony PlayStation presents Pokemon.
Oh please!
Wow.
That is one thing we can.
You put
say
some bad juju in the world.
definitively. That's one thing that we can say definitively. The only company left standing through all of this stuff is Nintendo.
Yeah.
Like, Jesus. Like it's at the end of the world, it's gonna be my grandma on my dad's side, Keith Richards, Nintendo, and 3 cockroaches left.
Yeah.
And Twinkies and Kiss.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. There we go.
Yeah.
Sorry, I was just thinking about something there. You know how in the movie Demolition Man they had the franchise wars and the only franchise left was Taco Bell?
Taco Bell. Yeah.
We're gonna have a video game. This is the only video games company left will be Nintendo.
Yeah,
The Nintendo
they'll own everything.
PlayStation.
Yeah.
The
Exactly.
Nintendo N box.
The Gears of War X Halo crossover that everybody wanted.
Oh boy.
But yes, like
But-
Maverick said. Oh, sorry, Mav.
No, go ahead, please.
I was just gonna say, like Maverick said, tune into Level 1 Lounge for all the news, and we'll update you on it.
Yeah, on all the layoffs.
All
Yeah,
the
exactly.
yeah. And all the
Yeah.
transactions. No.
Yeah.
So anyway, let's move on from the news and let's get down to the meat and potatoes of this episode. And yeah, a couple weeks ago, we had so many showcases come up, and we were live for all of them. The rotation of the hosts changed, but four of them.
Yeah.
We had
In a
in
week.
succession.
Yeah.
In succession, we had Sony State of Play, we had Summer Game Fest, we had Xbox Game Showcase, and we had Nintendo Direct. So we're going to talk about everything that stood out to us from all 4 showcases. So Maverick, you've got the list right in front of you.
Sure.
We're going to start off with
I'll take it
we're-
over from here if you don't mind. Yeah. So
we're going to start off with Nintendo.
yeah. So I'm going to take over here. So what we're going to do is we're going to tackle some of the directs, and we'll get back to the Summer Games Fest.
I'm gonna save that for last.
Yeah, we'll save that for last. So we'll start off with Nintendo. I did tune in to watch you guys as well, but I did take note of the 3 big games. So we'll bring up 2 of them, and then the one that really surprised, I think, everybody. So first one I think is going to be Final Fantasy Renaissance. I probably butchered the name of that, but I mean
Resonance. Yeah.
I mean, who here doesn't want to play that game? I mean, even I'm looking to pick that one up.
Yeah.
So it looked
2D
awesome.
HD. Let's go.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I mean,
absolutely.
kind of had that old school Final Fantasy vibe, right? Like,
Well, and I think the reason why they came out with this game is that I believe this game is actually to serve as a replacement to, I believe it was Brave Exvius. So this is actually a replacement to a gacha game, which is a bit of a shock. Whether or not they make this particular one gacha, I'm not 100% certain. So I don't know if it's a one-to-one replacement or if they're basically just using the Brave Exvius engine and putting Resonance inside that to make it, whatever it happens to be.
it looked to me like it's actually like a complete game, and it isn't necessarily a gotcha game. But I mean, that's actually a great point. It was something
Yeah.
to kind of keep your eyes open, because for me, I was like, you know what? There's so many games coming this year. I got to start figuring out what I'm gonna need to pick up. And I got to say this: thank God for Game Pass. We'll get to that, but my God, these games, like all the games so far, is just like, oh, there's another one in September.
Yeah.
Like it was insane. Um, so yeah, that's a great point to bring up.
Yeah, I mean, the part that kind of makes me lean into there's a possibility of it being a gacha game is just from what they showed. Look at how many different Final Fantasy characters from across the various games there are.
Fair.
That's how
Yeah.
Brave Exvius was. That's how there was what's the other one? Dissidia something. I can't remember.
Yeah, Dissidia, Omnis Opera, something like that.
Something like that, yeah. And both of those kind of had that same idea where you could have this pool of Final Fantasy characters from across all the games. This one here was showcasing kind of the same thing. So it's hard to say for sure what it is or what it isn't at this stage, but it's one that I mean, we're all going to be keeping our eyes on it because it did
Yeah,
look really, really
sure.
cool because of that
Mhm.
2D HD factor.
So we're gonna move on to the next one. I know we could talk about that for quite some time though too, but let's talk about the one that was a surprise to no one. Legend of Zelda: The Ocarina of Time.
I think
Oh,
I called
man.
that one.
That one was leaked everywhere before the
Yeah.
actual showcase. But I mean, who's excited for this one? Like this one's just, I think this is going to be finally one of their big system sellers.
Yeah,
Mm,
absolutely.
I
This
think
one's
so,
going to
too.
be a system mover.
Oh yeah.
I am one of the few people that never actually played Ocarina of Time.
Yeah, me too.
Same.
I did play Zelda games in the past, but Ocarina of Time was kind of in that there's like a block of time from like the early mid 2000s to I'd say probably mid 2010s where I really kind of fell out of video games in general. So yeah, Ocarina of Time is definitely one that I missed out on the hype and never circled back around to it. That being said, the new one coming out, I will have a chance to actually play it. So
Yeah, I'm right there with you. It's going to be one that I'm going to be picking up as well. I don't recall it getting a release date though.
No, they just said 2026, and that's it.
Yeah.
So it's gonna
Yeah.
be this year, but probably looking at holiday time.
I was talking to my other half. I'll just refer to her as Taz. When I was having a chat with her, I'm like, I think that they're going to be releasing this one around GTA because Nintendo doesn't care.
Yeah.
Yeah, Nintendo don't give enough.
Yeah, and I mean, people will buy it anyways because, like, I think that's going to be the two big games in November. Is my theory. You're going to
The
have Legend of Zelda and GTA 6 going head to head.
Yeah. I think the Venn diagram between those two particular fan bases is very minimal.
Yeah. So, and as of this recording, reportedly GTA 6 goes on pre-sale tomorrow. Prices were leaked, and it sounds like the standard price is $79.99 US.
Yeah.
So it'll be in the ballpark of $100 for us Canadians.
Yeah.
All right. So let's talk about the big show or game that was announced that surprised everyone. I can't believe this one was shown off at Nintendo. I, of course, am talking about Kingdom Hearts 4. What the hell? What was that? How did they pull that deal off to show
That's
that
a
good
game
question.
off?
That was one of their best kept secrets, honestly.
Yeah.
Like that thing looked complete. Now obviously it's not coming out for quite some time, like because I think that one again same thing. Yeah, no release date. Did they say they just said 2027 for that one, right?
No, they didn't
No?
even give a year.
Oh, okay. I imagine it probably doesn't come out till next year, anyways. At least.
I think holiday of next year
Yeah,
is going to
would
be
probably be
roughly
viable.
around.
But I mean, if for those of you who are watching the podcast now, if you watched the Nintendo the live show with Irish Bandit and I, the look of surprise on our faces when after they announced like the 3-pack, like the triple pack for Kingdom Hearts 1, 2, and 3, and they immediately cut right to another cutscene. I'm like, wait, there's no way they would segue right into Kingdom Hearts 4.
Yeah.
And then lo and behold, there it is
And
in
I was
living
in
color.
denial.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Excuse me. So yeah, I mean that one's going to be a hot seller. That one's going to be a system mover on its own too.
Absolutely. And
that
in fact,
being
it's going to be
said-
on every system too.
Yeah, that too.
Mhm.
I wouldn't be the least bit surprised if, considering the release dates, Nintendo will come out with special edition Nintendo Switches for both Ocarina of Time and Kingdom Hearts 4. Because remember, Sony had one for Kingdom Hearts 3. There was the Sony PlayStation 4 special edition. I know because I had one. And I spent the extra $100 to get it because it was a PlayStation Pro for that particular edition. So I would be on the lookout, like especially if you are a fan of either of those two franchises, look for the special editions of those particular consoles to come out.
No, that's actually a really good point. So we're gonna switch gears and move over to, well, you know what? This is too good. We're gonna switch gears and move over to Xbox and start talking about
I see what you
Gears of
did there.
War. Yeah, Gears
I
of War
gotcha.
E-Day was the first one on the list. By the way, I did cut down some of the big game announcements, and there's a couple that I'm gonna kind of backtrack and talk about here as well. But yeah, so E-Day, which got a release date of October 6th. And it has been confirmed not to be on PlayStation this time around, and is going to be one of the first exclusives that Xbox has had for a little while. Personally, I think this was a great move
Mhm.
to get everything over, keep it on Xbox, because it will draw more people in. And thing is, I think the fan base was rather mad that they didn't really have a whole lot to really draw more fans in when it came to Xbox. So I think this was a great idea. But I don't know. I think it looked great. I did
Oh,
see Ryder's comment of, oh, another third person over the camera shooter.
Yeah.
But I mean, Gears of War, like I'm so excited to get my hands on this one, and thank God for Game Pass when it came to that showcase. My God.
Mm-hmm. For sure. Although I think it's kind of funny, saying how good it is that Gears of War E-Day is going to be an exclusive when we're the podcast that goes, grr, exclusives, grr.
Yeah, and all of a sudden we're kind of 180ing on that all of a sudden.
well, here's the thing. I think we should clarify, because I know that
Sure, Sony exclusive.
Phil Spencer Jr., if he was here, he would be like, yeah, what the hell, guys, and rip us a new one for this, and rightfully so. But I want to clarify that I think when it comes to first party games, there should be a level of exclusivity to have a reason. And I think I've had a pretty firm stance on that of, if it's a first party game, it should be an exclusive. Third party games,
That's
like Final Fantasy, should not be an exclusive. And that's where I think the difference is, and that's where I think I've been pretty firm when it comes to that. God of War, Gears of War, Halo. Yes, I know Halo's coming to PlayStation. Yeah, I know that. I know Halo's coming to PlayStation, but at the same time, I think that one should have stayed an exclusive as well. At this point, like that might actually work into their benefit to have Halo be on PlayStation and draw more people to Xbox.
I think I broke her up.
Yeah.
But no, I agree with you on that too. Yeah, it's we've talked about exclusivity for so long that it almost became our mantra, really. But yeah, I think we're circling back. We're not circling back on our words, so to speak. I think we're circling kind of back into reality of how the gaming industry is working again.
right.
Where now we're getting to the point where we're third parties definitely need to have full releases on all consoles, obviously wherever possible. But yeah, the first party games need to have their own exclusivity for a bit, because they want to have system movers. They want people to have a reason to buy the console for that specific game, whether it be Pokemon for Nintendo, Gears of War for Xbox, God of War for PlayStation, and so on and so forth. So, yeah, as much as it looks like we're circling back on everything that we've said before and
Really
stood
not.
by, we're not. We're just kind of adjusting to reality of how things are going. Because I mean, we could say we don't want exclusivity all we want. It's going to happen regardless of regardless of what we say.
And the thing is, as I said, I think that we've been pretty clear that it's third-party games.
Yeah.
Need to be on all platforms. First-party games are exceptions. And the thing is, we've talked about it. Halo coming to PlayStation is weird. Gears of War, the original that Reloaded, going to PlayStation was bizarre. Like, there's so many different moves that Xbox was just like, we're just going to be a game developer, right? And it made sense for a time, but you need to have a reason. But if they start like Activision leaving the money on the table for like Call of Duty, Spyro, Crash, that's going to be a really hard move. But I think there's some movements options there for expanding into other consoles. But when it comes to like your first party games that have been with your consoles for so long, you can't release them on other consoles.
Right.
And I think that I think it's kind of it's going back to what we're saying, that third party games shouldn't be exclusive, but first parties should, to an extent. Like the major companies, there's got to be some exceptions when there's Microsoft's basically struggling and needs to make money, and their biggest games have been on everything before with Activision. They need to hold up those deals, right? So, but let's. Did you have anything to add though about Gears of War there, Rob?
Nope.
No. Okay. All right. So let's talk about the game that got delayed that we kept making the joke about, Fable.
But it has a release date, so.
Yes, it has a release date. February 23rd, 2026 is the release date for that.
27.
And
27.
2020, yeah, 2027. Thank you. Man, I'm excited for this game.
So am I.
Cannot wait.
I'm a little disappointed that I couldn't get into the Fable Anniversary Edition on PC because the graphics wouldn't upscale and there was no way to turn motion blur off. So basically starting into the game 30 seconds in and immediately making one turn and darn near wanting to throw up because of how bad it made me sick. It's a little disappointing, but that's okay. I did play a little bit of Fable on the original Xbox. I'm really excited for the brand new one to come out.
Yeah, I'm right there with you. And they did a tech demo as well. They showed off more gameplay. I can't wait. There's so much behind that game. And them moving it into next year was a great move.
Smart decision.
Move it away from GTA.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
So Halo also got a release date as well. That's coming to PlayStation and Xbox. We were just kind of touching base on that. So that is, I think it was Combat Evolved, I think is what they're calling it. And that's coming out July 28th. Of course, it's going to Xbox, PlayStation, and will be on Game Pass. I'm really excited that I'm going to be able to jump back into this campaign again with a fresh skin. And then, I don't know, convince Ryder to give that one a go. Maybe?
Yeah, maybe Doom better.
Not wrong.
They're different. I can't agree and I can't disagree. They're just different. It's like comparing apples and oranges. I can't do it.
I think it'll be one of those games where if I have room for it in my block of games that I'm playing at that time, I'd probably give it a look because I've been kind of feeling the itch to start playing some first person shooters again. I've been playing Dead Zone Rogue, which is okay to fill that niche for a bit, but I might be looking at something else down the road.
No, that's good, and I'd be so happy to hear your take on that. It's such a great game. I still think Halo 2 is better. Hot take on that one. Well, maybe not so hot, but I mean, 2 is better. I think the third one is the best. So the next one that I kind of wanted to touch base on was Plague Tale Residence. I wanted to. I'll make it really really quick with this one. I'm glad that they're doing something slightly different than what a Plague Tale was. Plague Tale was fantastic. If either of you guys have an opportunity to play it, it's awesome. Um, there are times where you could hear the rats running around and stuff and kind of creeped you out. And the first one there was hundreds. Second one with the power of the Xbox and the new PlayStation 5, there were thousands of them that would chase you down. And it was terrifying. The puzzles were great, but this is something else entirely different, set in that world. And I can't wait to get my hands on it. And again, thank you, Xbox, for Game Pass when it comes to that one. You're really helping my budget with only, charging me $30 a month rather than $100 per game.
Mm-hmm.
So
I know a game with thousands of rats chasing me. I'd probably throw my headset off at the wall. What?
it's there were a couple times like I played that game with the headset on for sure. There was that game and Hellblade 2. You have to play with a headset. It's no question. Well, actually, I was going to bring up Persona 4, but I think we can probably skip over that one. I know that like Phil Spencer was really excited about that one, and it's not that I don't want to talk about it. It's just more of we're kind of short on time.
Right.
Doom DLC coming out July 7th.
Speaking of first-person shooters in July.
Yeah. There's your answer right there.
Yeah. I'll definitely be picking it up because, Doom the Dark Ages was a great return to the game. I know Doom 2016 was 2016 was really good. Doom Eternal was fantastic.
I still got
and Doom the Dark Age kind of kept that momentum going with with the quality of Doom. It sucks that Mick Gordon isn't part of the soundtrack anymore, but they still did a pretty good job on the music all the same. So DLC I will definitely be interested in.
Yeah, I've already pre-ordered it. Shocker. But I actually bought the deluxe edition of Doom. So what I did was Doom was the Dark Ages was on Game Pass, so I just paid for the upgrade. So that upgrade gave me access to Doom 3 days early and gives me access to this DLC. So I'm covered. Right. So I'm really excited to get my hands on this. So I'm here for it. I will say though, Rob, if you do pick up Doom Eternal, Doom 2016, fantastic game, loved it. Eternal was fantastic. Hard as hell in comparison. It was a lot harder.
I mean, Doom Eternal wasn't that easy. Doom 2016 wasn't that easy, but
no. Eternal is way harder. Way harder. The DLC was insane. I got halfway through the DLC and even I'm like, no, I'm going from medium to easy. I just want to get through this. This is too hard. I did. Like that last boss was insane. Crazy Taxi was finally shown off. I'm super excited for that one.
So am I. I remember pumping tons of quarters into that cabinet back in the day.
Yeah, so we're here for that one. I'm sure we all are.
Yep.
The one that kind of threw me a little bit for a loop, I'm going to touch base on, and then we're going to move over to PlayStation, was Spyro.
Yeah, that was an interesting one too. I hadn't played a Spyro game for quite some time, but now that that's kind of reviving that particular franchise, I think I might have to go give the last one a look-see and play through that.
You can actually buy the original trilogy. They have like I guess it's a remake or remastered version of all.
Yeah, and I think they have like all three games kind of clumped into one whole game too.
Yeah, exactly. I did play the first one, platinum the first one, started dabbling in the second one, haven't touched it since. But yeah, they were great. So Anything to add for those games, though, by any chance there, Rob? I didn't give you much of a chance. Sorry, pal.
No, just well, I do want to play Doom: The Dark Age, so I'll hold my opinions on the DLC until I play that. But yeah, I thought what we watched of the Xbox showcase was really good. Uh, Gears of War E-Day looks great.
It
It's
does. It
one that I
really
would
looked
definitely
good.
one that I would probably definitely sit down and play.
I will say Doom: The Dark Ages was a lot more friendly when it came to the difficulty. I
Mm.
don't think it was overly difficult. And just the different mechanics they had of the pairing and everything just made it super nice to play,
Yeah.
super smooth. So with that being said, we'll move over to PlayStation, and we'll try to keep this one short. I get
No
excited for this
guarantees.
though as well. Um, but one of my most anticipated games this year was shown off first, front and center,
Oh,
bloody as hell, claws going, Wolverine.
Yeah.
I
beast
mean,
mode,
I am
berserker
so
mode.
excited for that. Yeah, the healing factor, how good did
Hmm.
that look?
That looked great. Like
Yeah.
just
That's going
seeing
to be a hot
it
seller.
when Wolverine's regenerating and his suit is still shredded up. That was a nice touch.
Yeah,
Yeah. Absolutely.
great voice actor too.
Oh yeah.
Like if you guys are not familiar, it was Liam McIntyre who actually took over as Spartacus in the Spartacus series. The original actor actually passed away from cancer, and they recasted him because I mean the first one was gone, and he took over as Spartacus for seasons 3 and 4. Because 2 was actually a prequel. It's weird, but I mean, great series. But Liam McIntyre freaking killed it. I am. I don't think they could have picked a better voice actor for that particular. Um, Again, a game that I could talk about forever. I'm super excited. I got time off for it. I'm probably going to stream it. But we're going to move on to Tomb Raider, the Legacy of Atlantis. I don't know other than me who else is interested in picking this one up though.
I still want to
Um.
play the original one, like the
This is the
original Tomb
original
Raider.
one. It's just
Yeah,
a remake.
Yeah.
good call.
Yeah.
I'd
Um.
be interested. I did pick up the when it was free on Epic. I picked up the Tomb Raider 1, 2, and 3.
Yeah. I got that
So
one
I'm gonna
too.
give that a play.
Yeah. I wouldn't mind giving it a look as well. I think I've got a couple of other Tomb Raider games across Steam, Epic, and PlayStation libraries that were free.
Yeah,
So
same.
I'm not sure which order to play them in. I'll figure that part out later when I have time. But
Yeah, that there's Shadow of the Tomb Raider is last. There's Yeah, I'll get back to you as well because I've played those three. I freaking love them.
Yeah, I have those three
So
too.
I'm very excited about getting my hands on that one.
Mhm.
Um, the next big one that came to mind as well that I've got marked off was Phantom Blade Zero. Again, this is another one that I think that I don't know if you guys are really interested in. It's not
Looks
going
cool.
to be Souls like, despite the look of it. It is going to be an action adventure, but from what I've been hearing, it is not Souls like. It may be a bit on the harder side, but I don't think it's gonna like it's just a straight action adventure game. Just very, very fast paced. And I've been
Yeah.
watching the development of this one for some time, so I think that one's gonna end up on my list. Next one, I'm gonna give a little bit of a chance for Ryder to talk about this one because I think he had a little bit of excitement for this one, which was Dune Awakening.
Uh, a little bit. Yeah. I played a little bit of the tech demo, which was basically just like the character generator. It ran surprisingly smooth on my PC, despite some of the the higher requirements for it. So it looked interesting. I haven't actually played the main game yet, so my interest is still there. But it's one of those games right now that just hasn't really kind of fit into my schedule, so to speak.
No, fair enough. They are introducing a single player mode as well when that releases on September 22nd. One of the
Yeah.
first games another game that's coming out in September. Like, oh my god. At least this one's going to Game Pass, so
And Ember, baby.
I'll pick that one up on Game Pass.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, you got it right. Spendtember. It's just insane. Okay, Onimusha got a release date as well, also in September. Looked great. Played the demo. Think I want to pick this one up, but I think I'm waiting for a sale for that one. To be honest, I'm already overwhelmed with September, and this one's not going to be an easy game. If you guys haven't had a chance to
Probably
try
the
the
best.
demo, pick it up, try it. Regular enemies, cut them down, no problem. That boss was a pain. I struggled. That was definitely, it is definitely more Souls like. Phil Spencer was right. So I'm guessing neither one of you are going to be interested in that one with that difficulty
Not really,
level.
no.
Then
I wanted to play the original one. I just never got around to it, and I don't know. If I
yeah,
can find the original one, maybe I'll play it, and then I can have a better understanding of this one.
no, that's fair. Silent Hill Townfall also got a release date in September as well. I don't have the date written down, but I did pick that one up already. Pre-ordered that one because my other half really enjoys watching me get scared. I'm going to move on because I know that you guys don't really care much for that.
Mama.
Oh, that was Resident Evil. Stuntman. Irish, your
Okay,
face
okay.
lit up with that one though.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. The only reason my face lit up was first, when we were watching it, I was listening to the music in the background. I'm like, that sounds like the Miami Vice theme. No, that can't be right. Then I'm like, I go to say Miami Vice theme. You see Kit from Knight Rider popped up. That's what excited me. Once
Yep.
I found out it was a Stuntman Hollywood game, I was like, when I found out it was a Stuntman Hollywood game, I was like, this. And I lost all interest in it.
That's a shame.
Yeah, I
But
mean,
maybe it'll be cool riding around in Kit or the DeLorean. But other than that, I have
or the Miami
real
Vice
interest
Ferrari.
in Miami Vice Ferrari or the Fast and Furious cars,
Yep.
or
Yeah.
or the Frankenstein from um, Death Race.
Yeah. No, I'll give you that. I'll going to touch base real quick. I'm going to move on really fast because again, I don't want to spend too much time on them. The next three I'm going to just rattle off. There was Ill that I'm kind of interested in, another horror game.
That looked wild.
Yes, it did. Control Resonance coming out that I think is going
That's
to
a
be
big one,
another
yeah.
huge one.
That's a big one.
That's going to be a big one.
That's also coming out in September. I think
I'm
looks
looking forward to that
fantastic.
one after finishing Control and it being my favorite game so far that I played this year.
That's
I'm looking
awesome.
forward to that one.
Yeah. And Until Dawn 2. So I'm going to just give you guys a chance to discuss that. Until Dawn 2 is definitely on my list of must buy.
I never played the
but-
original, but the fact that
Yeah, I
Neil
just played the
Newbon
original.
is in it, it kind of piques my interest in it because I loved him as Astarion in Baldur's Gate. So seeing him in as Neil Newbon in the new Until Dawn is kind of interesting to see.
Yeah, I've never played the first Until Dawn game either, which is, kind of funny being it's paced like a horror movie. You'd think it's something that I'd be playing.
You would love
Yeah,
it.
and you are like the
So-
king of narrative games for our group.
Yeah,
Yeah, you.
I'm really
you
gonna
would
have to
love
play
it.
the first one. I'm really gonna have to play the first one so I can be like, okay, if I'm excited for Until Dawn 2. But right now it's just like, you made an Until Dawn 2? Okay.
See, I
Thing
mean,
is-
the thing about Until Dawn is that if I recall correctly, there's multiple endings to that game too.
Yes.
So there's different ways that you can play through it. So
Yeah. Different
You can kill
characters can
everyone, you kill no
survive.
one.
Like you can. There's a trophy for all the characters surviving. I've played this through multiple times. Taz absolutely loves it. The remake is available on PlayStation Plus catalog with extra. I recommend giving it a go. It's not a long game. It's not that terrifying either. It is way more of a narrative and a decision based. It's not quite a Telltale game, but
It's
there's a
almost along the
different
same
aspect
lines.
of it.
Yeah.
And I can't remember his name. I'm gonna have to look up the actor. Uh, I, I want to say John Strombrol or something like that. I can't remember his name. He played Lucifer in Constantine. Peter.
Oh, Peter
Peter-
Stormare.
Yes, he plays a major part in that game.
Oh, I'm sold then.
Major part in the first one. And the actors that they have in it would blow you away, surprise the hell out of you. So I highly recommend anyone giving that one a go. It's great.
My favorite Peter Stormare role, the Russian cosmonaut in Armageddon.
Oh yes. I
I
remember him.
His portrayal of Lucifer in Constantine still haunts me. That was fantastic. Okay, so the big reveal, though it was also Sony's worst kept secret as well, we all kind of knew it was coming, was God of War Laufey.
I didn't know it was coming.
This one's been leaked for a while. There was hints of it following Faye. There was ones that was about Egyptian gods and all of that. And surprise, it's all been combined. I'm excited for this one. I'm kind of pissed off with the gaming community when it comes to this game.
Yeah, same.
When it comes to the reception of it. And for anyone that's lashed out about it, shame on all of you. Honest to God.
Shame.
Like, Faye is a warrior on her own. She's protected her people. She married Kratos. There's a reason why he fell in love with her. Get your heads out of your rear ends. Like, honestly.
Agreed.
This game for me is a day one buy. I'm fully in support of this game. I cannot wait. The actress deserves the support and love as well. She's fantastic.
Yeah.
She's fantastic. This needs to be championed. And I really want to take the lead when it comes to that, especially not with this podcast. I will do my due diligence to talk this game up. I cannot wait.
Yeah, same here. And now that I've had a chance to play through the first two as well, you know, special thanks to Agent Maverick for getting me into those. Yeah, no, absolutely. This is a day one buy for me. Deborah Ann Woll is a fantastic actress. The aerial combat looked like so much fun.
Yeah,
and we get Huey from The Boys, so we get Jack Quaid as a voice actor, which is
despite the
incredible.
fact that he's a cube, like he's a cube. So what?
He's a gelatinous cube.
Yeah. Hey, that, you know what, that speaks to the D&D nerd in me too. We're talking about gelatinous cubes, so you know what? Honestly, Jack Quaid was pretty good in The Boys. I liked him as a character, so to get to hear his voice as one of the most memed about monsters in D&D history, you know what? I'm here for it. And then, like I said, you get Deborah Ann Woll as your main character on top of it, and then we get to see all new. We get to see all new lore because we're dealing with Egyptian gods this time around. So, you know, we've done the Greek mythology, we've done the Norse mythology. Now we're moving on to Egypt and possibly a couple of others by the sounds of it too.
From what I've heard, this is going to be like heaven for the gods. So we could see Zeus as well. We could see Ares as well. Like these other gods that Kratos killed could have a role in this game. Not saying that they will. They could potentially have a part in it. So that level is to be added to it. I cannot wait. And with God of War 1, 2, and 3 being remade, Ryder, I cannot wait for you to experience the original trilogy as well. I know you're going to be itching to get your hands on that one when it actually comes out. As long as they keep the original combat as well, that's what I'm hoping for.
Yeah.
That's what I want to see. And I think a lot of fans are really crying for that as well when it comes out. And that is a game, those three games absolutely deserve a remake. Or like even, remaster it, give it a little bit of flair, release it. But God of War Laufey, give me. I cannot wait. It's going to be
hook into my veins.
I think
pretty much.
I think it's going to be it's probably going to be 2028 is what I'm thinking is going to end up being.
Maybe. It looked pretty polished from what we saw, but you never know.
I think God of War 2018 looked really polished when it was first announced and released though too, like the first trailer and everything. It's probably further along in development than what I'm thinking, but I still think it's at least 2 years out. Safe bet. Yeah. So let's move on to the big show that happened right in the middle of all of this. I thought it was weirdly placed with everything. But they open the show. They opened with Resident Evil Veronica.
Mm-hmm.
How cool is that?
That came up, and I'm like, this looks like Irish. You probably know right away. Like I was like, this looks like a Resident Evil game. I was going, this looks. Is this another Resident Evil game? And then Veronica comes up. This is one of the most beloved games. I am a little concerned because apparently they're changing the story a little bit to fit the narrative for the new storyline that they're kind of going with. But either way, I cannot wait to get my hands on this. I mean, you're the horror guy. I know Ryder's kind of like, not my thing.
Yeah, I haven't played since the original 4, so
Yeah, but
I think it looks great.
Yeah, I can't.
I want
it
to
did
give
look really good.
Resident Evil a chance, so I might have to dive into that one.
2 remake. If you have a chance. 2
I've
is
heard
great.
that was fantastic.
Yeah, 3 is. If Chu was here, he would say 3 is the best, but I think he likes the linear story rather than having to play Resident Evil 2 basically 4 times in order to actually beat and finish the game, right?
I mean, that was the same way with the original too.
It is, but the thing is, when we had that discussion, he's like, "No, I want to play it once," and I was like, "You got to do a second run." He's like, "Why would I do a second run?" Because it tells a different side of the story. It's slightly different. Well, if it's different, I'll play it. But the thing is, like, there's 4 different ways of playing it, as you both know, right? You don't really beat that game until you play it 4 ways. The next one, I think you guys, I was going to touch base. I was probably going to skip over, but I think you guys would give me a little bit of crap for it. Is Alien Isolation 2 being released or announced?
Yeah, I think Rob might have a little more interest. I know of the original Alien Isolation.
Yeah, I've only played like maybe a few hours of the first one. I've really got to get back into that one.
Because that's the one that's sound based, right? Like where if you have a microphone.
I think so. Yes.
Yeah, where if you have a microphone and you like breathe into it, the alien can hear you basically. So, like I've seen some content creators play it. Excuse me. So yeah, watching them kind of play it on stream, it looked fun, but yeah, I don't think it's a game I would play.
Yeah,
definitely gotta get back into it, and because I got as far as seeing the alien for the first time, I was like, no, I'm done.
So I'm going to rattle off 3 more, and then we'll kind of highlight whichever ones you guys want to talk about. Gen Atlas coming. It looks like it's coming out as well. No release date for that yet, but that's also by the Shadow of Colossus developer. Blood Message, which really looked appealing to me. Kind of another sad dad game, basically, though.
Love our sad dads.
The big one for me that I think that we're going to have to talk about, we did say that it was going to be coming. They did kind of announce that it was in development, but The Last Ronin, and this game being made by Platinum Games.
Yeah.
Oh, this game's going to be great.
It's in good hands.
Yeah, I think that's the one. That's the out of those 3. That's the one that all 3 of us will be highly anticipating.
Yeah, and I still remember having a conversation about The Last Ronin with somebody at work, and he goes, "How sad would it be if it was Mike?" And I'm like,
Oh, my steer sweet summer child.
oh,
just biting your fist.
Yeah, like, pal. Yeah, it is Mikey.
Read the graphic novel.
Yeah, I have it. I
haven't, but I know the story of it, and
yeah, I have it.
It's sad.
I haven't read it yet, but yeah. Crossfire looked good. I'm going to go over that one really quick. Another first-person shooter game. I hope it is co-op. It almost looked like it might be with that particular one. And then I'm going to give Ryder a chance to talk about the next 2 because I know he's very excited for these ones. They are both Star Wars games, Galactic Racer and Zero Company. So you know what? All you, Ryder, please.
All right, so I'll touch very briefly on Galactic Racer. If you guys have been paying attention, by the time this recording comes out on the weekend, if you guys have been paying attention to social media, there has been a few tech demos released of the gameplay of Star Wars Racer. It's exactly like the original Pod Racer game, with improved with basically with modern day graphics. The UI is actually the same from the original game, like of where they placed all the different HUD elements. And the environments look absolutely amazing. So I'm kind of excited to try this one. I haven't played a racing game in so long, but I will absolutely give this one a go because it looks really, really good in the tech demos. Zero Company is it's in one of the genres. It's one of my favorite ones, and that's tactical turn-based RPG. Probably fewer RPG elements, more action elements, but that's besides the point. This is going to be probably the second most anticipated Star Wars game behind Fate of the Old Republic, which I'm surprised they didn't show off at all. But yeah, Racers looks like it's going to be a lot of fun. Star Wars Zero Company is going to be so amazing. I really, really can't wait for that one. And I can't wait to see how the story unfolds and where this one kind of fits into the current timeline of, you know, the whole canon era of Star Wars.
It sounds like it takes place during the Clone Wars, is what it sounded like to me.
Yeah,
Because
which makes sense.
Anakin has a part in it. So
Yeah, that's right.
yeah, and they showed Anakin right off at the end. Of like, yeah,
Mhm.
okay, it's Clone Wars, which I should probably sit down and actually watch. So anything to add there, Irish Bandit?
No, like I said, I thought X Company looked really good. It would be one I would definitely give a try to. Not a big racing fan game, so Galactic Racer maybe not, but there is a story attached to it, so maybe.
Yeah,
But
it's
X Company,
from what I heard, it's going to be a lot more like Burnout too. So it's going to be like
Mhm.
pod racing and Burnout kind of combined.
Yeah.
I'm here for it. I want to be pre-ordering that one too. Um, the one that I'm really excited for, that I got a feeling like they're doing a lot. There's a lot of hype for it, but I still have a feeling it might be a sleeper. Is Blood of the Dawnwalker.
mm,
Yeah.
I've got that one pre-ordered. I can't wait to get my hands on it. It looks fantastic, and the more I see it, the more I want it. But that is kicking off my Spendtember as well. It's the games that are coming out in September are just insane.
Yeah.
And I'm really hope I can't believe I'm saying this. I really hope there are a few more delays that happen, because September and October are going to be bad this year. I don't know if you guys have anything to add much with that one.
It looks good. It looks really good.
Yeah.
I'm excited to see what comes out of that one too.
The one that really surprised me was Stellar Blade Blood Rain.
yes.
Yeah,
That
I
looks
was
sick.
not expecting a sequel this close.
No, me neither.
No, when it came out, I was like, "Is this Stellar Blade?" There's
Yeah,
no
I remember your
way.
reaction.
This is Stellar Blade already. Like, this one just came out like last year. I'll admit, I jumped right back into Stellar Blade here recently. Like, Taz and I have been playing through Resident Evil Requiem again, because she just loves watching me play it. But on the side, I'm like, okay, I need something else to play to keep me busy. So Stellar Blade, and man, it's such a great game. It's definitely Souls-like. I think it's kind of like light Souls-like, but it's good. So, we need to talk about the big one. So
Well, before we
I
talk about
think-
that, I want to throw one thing in there that we
Yes,
saw
please.
before that, and that is the fact that Tifa Lockhart is coming to what's that
Street
game?
Fighter.
Street Fighter 6. Thank you.
Got yourself
I
so
was-
flustered.
Exactly. I was so excited for this one because I read the leak like a couple months ago. Had said that like Vega was coming to Street Fighter 6, which wouldn't be a shock. You know, he is a Street Fighter OG. That Mike Hagar from the Final Fight was coming to Street Fighter 6. And that
Yeah.
Tifa was coming. I'm like, no. They've been talking about her coming to Tekken.
Yeah. I still can't believe that that before, like when they were announcing stuff for Street Fighter 6, and I said it in the chat because I wasn't there for the live show, and I said, wouldn't it be hilarious if they used Tifa in Street Fighter 6 as a segue into the game we're about to talk about?
which is
Mhm.
Final Fantasy VII Revelations, where
Yeah.
it finally got a
we talk about
title.
that,
Yeah.
Before we talk about that, when the leak came out and they were saying that Tifa was going to be, or rumored was going to be in Street Fighter 6, I said, okay, if it's announced that she comes to Street Fighter 6, I'm going to buy the game. I haven't bought the game yet, but I did download the demo, and Street Fighter 6 runs great on my computer, so I might be getting Street Fighter 6 in the future and the Year 4 pack. And
Nice.
get the new characters, Yasmin, what was that other? Arjun, Bosch, and Tifa when she comes out next year. So
when do we expect to see you on the competitive circuit?
2029.
There we go. Mark in your calendars, folks.
Okay. Now let's talk about Revelation, because oh my god.
Yeah, it was
Rob was in tears. Rob was in actual
I
tears.
am not ashamed to say it. I was in tears.
Yeah, it's I wish I could have been live for that
I
one
was
because
shaking.
Yeah, I wish I could have been live for that one because I was sitting in the office watching this one go, and I was pumping my fists, and my coworkers were all looking around, looking at me, going, "What the hell is wrong with you? You having a stroke or something, buddy? Like, what's going on?" But yeah, it's man, I will absolutely be booking an entire week off for the release of this game.
Mm-hmm.
The one thing I was really surprised about that they announced after the fact, and I noticed this during the trailer too, then the one unfortunate part is that Tyler Hoechlin is not going to be voicing Sephiroth this one. Unfortunately, it is due to scheduling conflicts because he had a whole bunch of other things going on. He just could not get free from his other priorities to get to it.
I think he was wrapping up Superman and Lois, I think is what was
that's
going
a possibility,
on.
yeah.
He couldn't get through, he couldn't get out of it in enough time to to make it to voice acting. That being said, the replacement voice actor is
Travis
amazing in his own and he's amazing in his own right. So it's going to be a little bit of a shock hearing Sephiroth in a slightly different voice, but from what I understand, Sephiroth is going to sound a little more Sephiroth-y with this one. So maybe like basically just a slightly bassier, deeper voice, from what I understand.
Yeah. Like
and I guess Sephiroth isn't the only one who got a voice change over the games. Reno got a voice change too.
The Japanese voice actor for Reno got a voice change.
No, I think it's also the American voice actor for Reno.
I thought the voice actor I know the Japanese one had to be changed because the original voice actor passed away in Japan. I didn't realize that the English voice actor was changed. I didn't think it was.
We might have to take a deep dive into that and might have an educational patch for next week.
Yeah. But I mean, Travis Williams, fantastic. The thing is, I can't unhear him as Grog, though, from Vox Machina. And that's where part of the problem is with me, where it's like, wait, Grog is Sephiroth? How's that gonna work?
Like, I mean, it's the same as hearing Huey as a gelatinous cube. Like, come on.
Not quite.
But now I'm waiting for Final Fantasy Revelation to say in production with Critical Role. Because you got Matt Mercer.
Imagine.
Man, Matt Mercer, though, if you guys have ever seen his reaction video to when he was cast,
I love Matt Mercer.
Vincent,
he's so good.
Yeah, one of the greatest voice actors out there. I mean,
for sure.
I would say right behind Nolan North and Troy Baker.
Absolutely. I'll definitely put them in that list.
Yeah, absolutely. But I mean, I'm very excited for this. They said spring of 2027, right?
I'm predicting right now that Revelation gets an April release date in 2027 to coincide with the 7-year anniversary of Remake.
I mean, that makes sense.
That makes perfect sense.
Yeah. And with my luck, it's going to be around one of the busiest times of my year for work, which is around 420. And I won't be able to get any time off to be able to enjoy it. Is what, with my luck, is what's going to end up happening. But with some luck, maybe it'll be around my birthday, and then I can use it as to buy a day off and not have to worry about using my vacation as well. So
yeah, there we go.
That would be awesome. But we'll have to see what happens. It's still a little ways out, but way further
and there's still going to be so much.
I mean, look at what they showed off already.
I know.
I mean, the environments for starters. Like, I was absolutely mind blown at how good Wutai looked
Yes.
Like that, I'm super pumped to see what Wutai and how that story is going to play out. Especially considering
Same.
that if for those of you if you've never played the original, Wutai and Yuffie were optional characters. You didn't actually have to get them in the game in order to complete the game, but it was definitely within your best interests to do so. Same with Vincent. Vincent was an optional character too. But we saw like that lush jungle area, which was Mediel, from what I understood. So there's going to be that whole storyline with Cloud's mind sickness, or with the Mako sickness. We saw the return to Junon. We saw the up close and personal fight with Sapphire Weapon. From what we understand, the slap fight is going to be in the game, but it's going to be a mini game, from what I heard. So that'll be interesting to see.
We saw Vincent gameplay. We saw Sid gameplay.
Yeah, Sid's combat mechanics looks like so much fun. I was talking about aerial combat with Lao Fei for God of War and seeing how fun that looked. Sid looks like it's going to be playing out the exact same way. He's very, very mobile.
The one thing that I like too is going to be the job system.
That's a neat twist.
Yeah, being able to, like, honestly, for me, Tifa is a fighter. I'm going to keep her as a fighter likely in the game. Same with Cloud. But I may not have a problem with making someone like Sid like a mage. Like something like that is going to be definitely up my wheelhouse, I think. And just I don't know, Tifa being a mage just kind of sounds almost counterproductive with how strong she's been in the original, like the other two games, and her ability to stagger as much as she does and getting that stagger sky high, because you just shred them if you do things right. So I mean, I'm here for it. I'm excited for it. I can't wait. And yeah, I think there's going to be a lot of people calling in sick when that game does come out.
For sure.
Yeah,
for sure.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Oh, sorry.
Go ahead, Ryder.
I'm pretty sure Square Enix is going to be releasing a template on their website, which is going to resemble a doctor's note for people to download and fill out.
And this was exactly what we were talking about when it came to exclusive games.
Yes.
This is a third-party developer, and this game is being released on all platforms day one, the way it should have been.
Yeah.
So
absolutely.
I do think now that this game's been announced and it's going to be coming to Xbox and Switch and all of that day one, you're going to see Final Fantasy VII Remake and Rebirth sales go sky high.
Yeah.
Is going to be my prediction.
Yeah, because everyone's going to want to play.
Not that they had an issue with sales before. I think anybody with a PlayStation is already playing it. But Xbox, you're going to see that number go up.
Yeah.
And with everything we saw in that whole presentation, there's one thing that I'm glad we didn't see. Keep that as a surprise till don't even show it in any advertising. Wait until the game comes out to finally reveal that she's in it.
Oh, absolutely.
We didn't see her or Zack at all. The only time we saw them is in the promotional poster, but we didn't see Aerith or Zack at all, and that's how I want it to be.
Mm-hmm. That's like, a whole other storyline to resolve yet, too.
Mm-hmm. Because personally, I've been thinking like maybe they should do something at the Game Awards this year. Have like all the cast come out and like have people, Cody Christian, the voice of Cloud, Britt Baron, the voice of Tifa, John Eric Bentley, the voice of Barrett Wallace. They all come out on stage and everybody's looking around talking about, yeah, we're so excited to have Final Fantasy VII Revelation come out next year. It's only a few months away now. Then you have somebody look around and go, something's missing. Someone's missing in this cast. They show just a quick 30-second thing of Aerith in the game. Everybody parts. Ladies and gentlemen, the voice of Aerith Gainsborough, Brianna White. She's the last one to come out on stage. Oh my God. I would fall to my knees crying.
It would be hilarious if she came out with like a sword stuck through her chest.
You heathen.
Wow.
You heathen.
I mean, kind of on the point though, right?
Oh, these jokes. I mean, funny, but you heathen.
What? Yeah, it's just stab you through the heart, right, Rob?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That being
But it
said,
wasn't quite to the
I
heart
got
of
a feeling. I got a feeling we might see a little bit more during Gamescom.
Yeah,
Is
I think so
kind of
too.
be what I'm thinking.
Because
But
we still got Gamescom, we still got Tokyo Game Show, we still got
Oh,
Game
yeah,
Awards.
Tokyo Game Show too. Forgot about that one. Yeah.
So,
yeah, and
and they
we're
could
gonna
do
have.
something like the State of Play that they did before Rebirth came out.
We'll have to have a conversation about if we're going to do a reaction to Gamescom this year as well. Like I think we probably should get on that
I think so.
and have that conversation. So
I
maybe
think we
do a
should just do
live
it.
reaction. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely, we should.
Yeah. So that's going to be, from what I'm seeing, opening night is August 25th. So I guess, ladies and gentlemen, mark your calendars, and we will see about doing a live reaction to that as well. It is a Tuesday though. So it's going to be interesting to see that.
It's one of my free days, so
Yeah. Anyways, with that, Rob, I'm going to hand it over to you so you can. I
Alrighty.
think we should be able to
Take us
wrap
home,
this
buddy.
all up.
take it on home. Okay. So, yes, it is time for us to put the controllers down and turn the system off, and we will go around the table and tell y'all where you can find us. Agent Maverick, where can we find you other than right here on the Level 1 Lounge?
So I have actually been doing BookTube. I haven't released a video here yet, coming up to the end of June. So I will be going through the books that I've read in June. Spoiler alert. All of them is going to be focused around this series, Dungeon Crawler Carl. Oh my God. Any gamers that are out there that's been out there need to read this series. It is fantastic. I see why Ryder loved it so much. I've actually, not to brag, I've surpassed him a little bit. I have a little bit more free time than he does to read. Yeah, I've surpassed. Like, I'm super excited about finishing this series off. I have 4 more books, but I do want to talk about what my thoughts are on that. Other than that, I'm trying to get back into streaming. I did a little bit of streaming randomly on the weekend. I started playing Resident Evil Requiem on Sunday. This week my schedule's a little bit hectic. I'm gonna go check out Supergirl on Sunday this week, but I have Thursday, Friday, Saturday off next week, so I might squeeze in another stream or two in there and continue my trek there with Requiem. But yeah, so tune in on my YouTube page for BookTube. I'll tell you my thoughts on Dungeon Crawler Carl this month.
Awesome. And Ryder, where can we find you?
Well, aside from here, you can also find me over on Twitch doing some streams. Lately, I've been playing a new indie game called Terranoth Heroes of Descent. I've also been playing some competitive ranked league in Pokemon Champions. So I've been having a lot of fun with that. Usually my streams are only about once a week, but you can find me over on Twitch. You can also find me over on YouTube occasionally, where I will post various videos such as video game reviews, hardware reviews, tech demos, mystery box openings, things of that nature. So Twitch, YouTube are where you can find me.
And he still has some birthday games to play, so I'm excited to see his reaction to that.
And you can also find me over on Twitch, where I stream 4 days a week, every Friday through Monday. This week's going to be a little different. I'm going to have a Thursday stream. Don't know what I'm playing yet. Going to pull up the game wheel and figure that out. Friday, I'll have my normal stream. I won't be streaming on Saturday because I'll be preparing for my 12-hour capped birthday subathon on Sunday, 28th, my birthday. So I'll be streaming for 12 hours on Sunday, but then after that, the schedule is going to be back to normal. And then you can also follow me on YouTube, where I post all my VODs. I am actually through 2025. I've posted all my 2025 VODs. Oh my God. Now I can start posting my 2026 VODs. So you can subscribe to my YouTube channel, tap the bell to be notified when a new video goes live. I also talked about before, I'm working on the script for Road to Revelation, The Final Journey. I am up to part 2, Rebirth, so keep you all posted on that. You can also follow me on all the major social media outlets: Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat, TikTok, Reddit, Threads, Blue Sky. You can also pick up copies of my novel Shade Falling and my storybook Mochi's Christmas over on Amazon. I don't know if these fall into the Amazon Prime days, but check the website. You can catch these. You can order these over on Amazon through paperback or on Kindle e-reader. So, for my two co-hosts, Ride Pride 639, Agent Maverick 86, we want to thank you all for joining us for the all the reactions we did recently this month. And we are back to normal episodes until around August when we do the Gamescom live reaction. So, again, for Rider Pride 639, Agent Maverick 86, I am the one, the only, second Irish Bandit. Thank you all, and we will catch you all again on the next level. Take care, everyone.
Bye, guys.
See everyone.